Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brady Boy Bill Karras at the Iowa State Fair Grandstand and Fairgrounds, and it's the Red Power Roundup 2017. And we're just going to have a little walk down around the avenue here and have a look at some of the tractors on display. See if I can get some decent pictures here. It's kind of tough with the sun shining. One time it's working against you and the next time it's not. Here we have a 62 Farmall 504 diesel high crop from Bayless Farms, Hedrick, Iowa. And there's a whole slew of Bayless tractors here. I don't know, I don't think they belong all to to Richard, the Sergeant Major, Command Sergeant Major. But in any event, he's got quite a few here. He's got a lot of relatives, sons, what have you, involved in the tractor collecting business. So, and here's 1970 1456, says Wheatland Gold Demo. This must be like a one of one. And here is just a beautifully restored 1946 Farmall and Trojan Road Patrol grader. Pretty slick. Let me get over in the shade. Yeah, it's not working too good. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Well, this is another Bayless Farms tractor, a 61 340 diesel Grove tractor. And I know this belongs to Richard because I chatted with him and his wife last year. They had this tractor in Union Grove. And also, this is their 21206. Which is an industrial model of the 1206, and I don't know if you can quite distinguish it from the picture, but he kept the original panel, so you could tell that was in fact an authentic 1206 industrial tractor. The original paint and what's left of a dealer sticker. So, and this is also Bayless Farm, a 72 1468, which is a beauty. Just gorgeous shape. The Bayless folks do a great job with their tractors. Do a great job. So Bayless family has some great displays. And let's see, here's a 69 pick 'em up truck. Morning. Am I in your way or are you in my way or no? We're good? Okay. Here's a 1959 Metro. Frank and Nancy Sherman, S-C-H-U-R-M-A-N, I think, from Lacona, Iowa. And some pickups that look like they haven't been restored at all. Here's a 1966. Here's a 1968. I guess I may have to come back here later when the sun's a little more favorable. So we'll just leave off here with this beautiful red job. It is a 1952. If I can get out of the sunshine, it's gorgeous. Oh no! Somebody scuffed the fender there. And as you can see, there's just a ton of tractors here already. Of course, this is the second day of the show, and they're still hauling them in. But we just heard an announcement just before the invocation and the national anthem that they had 1,000 tractors here, over 1,000. Well, here's a little pocket of tractors on display. Nice little 240 Farmall, Lee Foster, Columbus Junction, Iowa, 1966 model. I don't think they were building the 240s in 1966. maybe about 62 or 60 or 61. But in any event, maybe he knows something that I don't. Here's a beautiful, it says Red Power Museum, Roger and Bev Howe from Columbus Junction, Iowa. A Super HVTA. So we know that's some kind of a homemade creation. They never made a production HTA. And let's see, what do we got here? Nice looking, I don't know, I think it's an original 460, 1960 model. Bob Abrams from Albion, Iowa. And he's got him a 3-bottom plow, a 311 hooked to it, 2-point hitch. I don't know if we can zoom in here on that and have a look at it. And one of those, I don't know, it's a number 39-2- well, it's 216, the number 39-216 plows. Russ Mason. It's one of those tumbler plows. No dead furrows. So, and get that in. Okay. And here's a really nice 1976 Hydro 100. Again, Russ Mason from Albion, Iowa. It's a beauty, that's for sure. It's a beauty.
Yeah. Well, there's so many guys that make them just because they got the right serial number, it doesn't make them a white. Right. This one's got an overspray up in here.
Yep.
Actually, overspray on it.
Yep.
And them pictures, I got the pictures because that was pretty definite.
1950 Farmall white demo, single year. Like the gold demos were only 1970, the white demos were 1950, and it was the C, not the Super C, that was the white demo. It was the Super A, the Cub, and that was it. We got a heavy rain last night, so the folks are wiping it off. Looks like the name on the sign says Mr. Chad Carpenter, and it looks like a beautiful example of a white demo, C white demo. What do we got here? A 1932 McCormick regular, Farmall regular. They were just called a Farmall until they started expanding the line to the F20 and whatever, and so they kind of started calling them the regular Farmall. No designation. And here we have a nice little McCormick 100 spreader pulled by a bee. So about time to go for a little ride, I guess. Well, here's another little pocket of activity. Boy, you'd have to really look to find this. It's the Electrol display area, and each of these tractors has an Electrol on it. The Super MTA, and we got a 400 over here, and what do we got? I think it's a Super W6TA. And this with the 400 has well, not a drawbar, but the 2-point hitch version of the Electrol, and one mounted on the side. And each of these other tractors has an Electrol, and the one on the Super MTA powers the 55W baler. So we're going to have a little closer look. See if I don't know, when they're half in the shade and half in the oh, Don Olson, yeah, saw this at I think it was Albert Lee a few years ago at the Red Power Roundup up in Albert Lee, Minnesota. Oh, Mike Wagman, yep, know those boys. They're good folks. And I think that's Mike's 400 as well. And here's some advertising, talks about it. So, like I say, we're under a canopy, so you got some light and some not. These were marketed back before everybody had electricity and before power lines went to every farm. So you could generate your own electricity for milking machines or what have you. And also part of the electrol display is this R110 pick-em-up truck, and have a bed mounted electrol in it. And again, I don't know if this is going to come out, probably not, but advertising for the different electrol combinations, all the things you could do. Paint, spraying, sump pumps, floor sanding and waxing, you name it, you could do it. Cement mixers, jackhammers. In public utility and municipal operations, in fire, flood, and rescue activities, and on the farm. And here's something for the crawler, a T6 and a TD6. Beautifully restored. That's the only two crawlers, only two track vehicles I've seen since I've been here, so take a little closer look here. Get some information for you. Gene Kraber from West Des Moines, 1948 model, for sale sign on it. And a 47 TD6. Beautiful, beautiful condition. I don't see any for sale sign on this one though. But it's gorgeous. Very nice.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem, no problem. That's what editing is for.
Good, I've never seen.
Well, I found another group of tractors, and I stand corrected. There's a dresser, and then another TD6. So that's 4 track vehicles I've seen since I've been here. Yeah, they kind of get scattered around, so sometimes it's hard to tell. Let's take a little cruise down a couple of rows here. We got a 64 IH404 Rex Balcom from Mitchell, South Dakota. I've seen this tractor a number of times. Yeah, there we go. And there's a 62 Farmall version of it. They're both beautiful, beautiful tractors. And they got them pretty packed in here today. Here's a 560 High Clear, beautifully restored. Let me see who that belongs to. Frederick Crumwade from Waverly, Iowa. I don't know. Just a gorgeous 400. Just a gorgeous 400, a 1955 model. Excuse me. Evan Chesnu. And 1466. Very nice 1206, one of the early models, presumably, with the stencils on the side as opposed to the nameplate. 53 Super M. Pretty tractor. I'm not sure what the point of it is. It's a silver hood. But they did a great job of painting it. And let's see here. We got a... Now let's skip over these guys. Too many people. Too many people. Looks like they've rearranged things here a little bit. There's a 66 1206 by Ron Vereen, State Center, Iowa. A Cancer Tribute Super H. Yeah, they got the tractors packed in here pretty tight, so makes it really tough to see. Okay, again, the 1466. And a beautiful 826 demo. Daryl and Connie Stave from Spencer, Iowa. A mini 826. 544 Hydro. Dennis Hansen's from Ruthven, Iowa. Hoping I'm not butchering these names too bad. Another Dennis Hansen and Sons tractor. Beautiful 544 hydro. So we just got a mad variety here today. It's a beautiful 67 806 and a 64 706. John and Mary Bunnell from Stewart, Iowa, and a little 184. Well, over here we have a 1066 hydro front wheel assist. Saw this one in Huron, South Dakota a couple years ago. It's a beautiful tractor. Here's a mini 1468. Just a beautiful, from the Little Tractor Company. Just a beautiful little tractor. And we got a BS session here. Guys solving a few of the world's problems. Another 1206. A Farmall 230, it says 1958, from John Speak, Walkersville, Maryland. So he hauled that one away. Here's Derek Hansen's 65 140, 58 standard, Derek Hansen. Derek's got quite a collection. We're just going to continue our tour here. I'm going to see if I can not get run over. A power unit. Beautiful 350 high utility. .400 high utility, or high clearance, rather. Another 400. So we've got a gas 400 high clear and a diesel 400 high clear. And let's see who owns them. Larry and Melanie Mazdam from Clarion, Iowa. Beautiful tractors. And here they have Super MTA high clear. So all of these tractors belong to Larry and his family. Well, I think I'm going to kind of sneak out here a little bit further. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if we have an announcer here today, but here's the tractor parade. Not sure if this is a parade or if they're just forming up. I'm not sure where they're staging at, so. Beautiful 12, really nice 12. And here comes a 1949 OS6, Don Corey from Illinois. And again, I'm not sure if this is the official parade or if they're just heading to the staging area. So, but it is tractors on the move, so we're looking and enjoying. I guess we have an announcer going now in the background. Got just about a perfect spot for video in the parade. kick out of seeing the little guys up on the tractors. Nice little 56 Cub lowboy. A little 123 hydro there. Little guy enjoying that little Cub Cadet. 125 hydro. Beautiful 660. Beautiful for original. Looks like it's all there, not too beat up. Hydro 1066, not many of those around. The real Farmall right there. 1929. There's a 1939. That'd be the first year of the Farmall Letter Series tractor. Little girl with a big smile on her face. Looking good, Randy. Looking good. Mr. Randy Van Wy from Pine Island, Minnesota. .656 row crop hydro gold demo. Beautiful tractor. And here's Gary Kramer from central Minnesota with his 706. That's a Caterpillar V8. Really nice little 230. And before that it was the 200, and before that it was the Super C, and before that it was the C. And the C was actually a remade Farmall B. Beautiful. Mr. Brian Hale from Pine Island. Got the boys up there. Beautiful paint job on this. I'm not sure what the point of the silver hood is, but it's a beautiful tractor. 653 Super M. 74 1468. Big tractor, big rubber. And here's something for the crawler guys. If he's going to do a spin for us or not. '47 TD6. There we go. There we go. Got a winch on the back. Nice little 350 diesel. Beautiful, beautiful, looking good. A lot of the tractors here are in their work clothes, as we say, originals. Looking good though. It's amazing that these tractors that are decades and decades old are still running. Pretty cool. 41B, that's a very early B then. Grasshopper, 72, looks like a service truck. An amazingly good looking 1466, just beautiful. Little bit of chrome on there. Original black stripe, it says. Cody Kirby from Bernard, Iowa. And was checking this tractor out yesterday. It's an original, one owner, still in the family. Hydro 86 with a white demonstrator baler, number 46 baler. And here's one gentleman hauling 6, 7, whatever tractors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tractors and a string of toys on behind him. Kind of clever. Got them hooked together and they just follow right along. Not sure why the bee is bouncing, but it is. From big ones right down to little ones. A couple of Cub Cadets, a little pedal tractor, and some toy tractors. I don't know what's keeping those little things upright. He must have them hooked to something. Pretty cute. Here is a stunning 560. Just beautiful. Just amazing. Paint job on that is not to be believed. Smooth, quiet gas. Beautiful. And here's a smiling young lady with a corn picker, a 234 corn picker, probably a 706. Another 706. Looks good, looks good. Now there's a people mover. Pretty clever what they did there. Pretty clever. Another 656 utility. The 66 series being the feature tractor of this year's event. And I'm not sure what it is. It's definitely a custom, it says on the side. Got a Ford engine in it. Now here's a real farmall, an F14, which is an updated version of the F12. Bev and Larry Beam from Topeka, Kansas. And here comes the Dirt Boys creation of 5388. Hey, Will. A couple of the Bodines up there, Brad and young Will. The 5388 is a prototype replica. The back half is a 7130 and the front half is a 5488. And here comes Logan. There we go. There we go. Danny at the wheel of that. That's the number 1086, the first one off the assembly line. Beautiful tractor. 41 Farmall. Sickle bar mower on the back. And a Mini 560. That's a beauty. Okay, here comes something. It's a Hydro 1066. And it is not a Wheatland. It's a 1066 with the optional, or as the International like to call it, an attachment of the wide fenders. So it's not a standard, it's not a Wheatland. For a few years on the 66 series tractors, International offered the wide fenders that was typically on the standards. Beautiful little 45B with the extra seat on her and a umbrella. Here comes another happy young lady with a side-mounted sickle bar mower, hay mower, on a 656 diesel. Didn't see many of those. Usually it was the trailing implements. Good to see you. And here's the genuine USN, United States Navy, I'm assuming. H. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we have a beautiful little International Harvester Power Mule. They were built to work usually inside factories and small confined areas, shuttle equipment around, do a little pushing and pulling. Beautiful sea. Smooth little running tractor. Okay, here comes a bit of a treat. 7488. Amazing, this show we've got, I think, 6 or 7 of the big 7000 series tractors, the 7288 and the 7488. And I think it was a head count of 1674s and 1972s built. And they had a very short production. It was just before the merger. This one looks to be in original condition. Beautiful, beautiful. Just don't see many of those around. A lot of shows don't even have one, let alone 5 or 6. Here's Dad's IH, a 1210 pick-em-up truck. Looks to be in beautiful, beautiful shape. Really nice, really nice. A little 350 utility. Beautiful condition. And here's a Mini 806. Built and owned by Jerry Fitzgerald, Elma, Iowa. Don't know if that's Jerry there or not, but beautiful little rig. And we got a B done up with the seats, Ma and Pa going for a spin. And a beautiful Super 8. Wow, that is nice. Video just doesn't do justice to some of these paint jobs, people. Just amazing. Just amazing. Well, here's a 53 Super M. And behind him, beautiful. And a really gorgeous 656. And a young lady getting a start on a little Hydro Cub Cadet. And here's a kind of a tribute tractor. Okay, here's something you don't see every day, a 674. And because there's not a lot of them around, they don't usually get restored, it seems like. You see very few of these at the tractor shows. It was from the late 70s, maybe early, probably the late 70s. And they just weren't selling as many tractors back then as they were in the 40s and 50s and 60s. Here's a drop-dead gorgeous International 400 Standard. Again, it's beautiful. A nice little A. Got some heavy iron coming up here. And here comes the little tractor company with their mini front wheel assist 1468. I don't know if it's actually operational or not, but it sure is kind of cute. Half scale, it says. And here's something very unusual, a Hydro 1066 front wheel assist. Beautiful, beautiful. Got your buddy seat up there on the fender. Got the little guy strapped in. They're enjoying it, waving their entry number. 1972 model, it says. Another spectacular paint job on the M here. Beautiful, beautiful. And a solemn-looking young man on a Cub Cadet, one of the early Cub Cadets. 1961, it says on the tag. The young lady driving a 460 high clear. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, some more heavy iron. Saw these guys jockeying around yesterday after the tractor parade. We've got a Farmall 560 diesel front wheel assist, so it's not a standard. Beautiful, beautiful condition. Beautiful. And next we have an International 560 standard front wheel assist. Who these guys are, but pretty amazing. You can see the gears, the shaft turning there on the side. And he's followed up by a 660, International 660 standard diesel, front wheel assist. Beautiful. 756 original. Looks like she's seen some hard work in her day. Beautiful 1256. Nice little Super C with a mounted planter and fertilizers. Quite a few of these tractors are been in the family since new. Even some of the tractors from the 30s and 40s are been in the same family forever. Bought by Gramps or great-grandfather and passed down to the current generation. Yeah, the kids are having a good time. They're having fun today. Nice little Cub. You don't see many loaders. A 656 with a number 2000 loader on it. Looks to be original. Pretty decent shape. Doesn't seem to be bashed or battered or parts missing. So it had some care taken. There's a beautiful little H with the early spoked wheels on it. You don't see that very often. Usually you see that on the F models. And here's the tractor, originally from France, built in France. It's a French diesel. It's a C. And the horn works too. A Super FC diesel. Pretty cool. We got a string of gorgeous tractors here. A beautiful Super A. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous little, I think it's probably a W4. Yeah, it's a W4 standard. It's a 1949 model. The Warren family. You'd be hard-pressed to find a nicer W4 than that. Beautiful condition. New tires, beautiful paint, beautiful. Okay, here's another implement that you don't see very often. A beautiful Super H for one thing, and he's got a terrace plow on the back. They got a separate transmission so they can vary the speeds, and it throws dirt to one side to build a terrace. Erosion control, level out the field, build into the side of a hill. Well, here's a 55 Farmall 400. Harlan Radman, Cannon Falls, Minnesota. And he's got his two-way plow. There we go. There we go. That's how it works, folks. That's how it works. He hits a hydraulic lever up there, and it's for sale too. And it rotates the plow, so there's no dead furrows. You just keep going back and forth through the same furrow. Had a brain fart there. Oh, here's one gorgeous 806. Fellow Red Power Forum member here, Aaron, in his original 756. Hasn't been repainted, obviously, but it's looks to be complete and in nice shape. It's not all battered and tattered, so very good, very good. And here comes Boomer again. All right, woo, woo. production model, restored by Danny Anderson, Pine Island, Minnesota. And one of the Bodine boys up there. Very cool.
Starts with the gas engine, then you'll let it kind of smooth out a little bit and warm up a little bit, and then you switch it over to diesel.
Super MCA diesel. He's just demonstrating how it starts on gas, and then after you warm it up a bit, you switch over to the diesel power. So the big belch of smoke and noise was switching over from gas to diesel.
Right here, turns it on. Rev up a little.
She goes. Mr. Don Olson demonstrating the 55W baler, electric powered. Quite the deal. Amuses me how it kind of rocks the whole tractor, especially when you get her cranked up. This is the Bayless family 21206, which of course is the industrial model. The International 1206. One of the young Bayless tribe in there at the wheel. Okay, we're up here taking pictures of the tractors having their pictures taken. Beautiful 14 there, even if it does have a white radiator cowling, and 1943. Something pretty unusual. 586 Wheatland. I'm recording. Now I'm recording. We're off the record then. No, well, just don't want to say anything that the rest of the world can't hear. But I understand that, so. No, I just like to see a little action once in a while. Young lady having a little technical difficulty there with I don't know, the brakes. There we go. Well, the young lady here on the 856 doing some struggling with the pedals. Gonna do a U-turn, and but she's a tough little gal. She released the parking brakes, and of course it wanted to roll backwards. And so she's getting a little help from Dad. 56 Wheatland. And the drill is queue up, coming up the hill, come up here, do a UE, stop, snap, snap, you're on your way. I think they spend more time actually registering than they fill out the paperwork than they do with the picture taken. Oh, it's for sale. Trojan Speed Patrol road grader, based off in a Farmall M. Got some beautiful tractors coming up, getting their pictures taken. Diesel with either 460 or 560 fenders. A 5488. Haven't seen this one around the show yet. Seen some of these other ones. Well, we're just going to take a little cruise in the golf cart here and check out the show. This is Grand Avenue, as they call it, and it is pretty grand, especially right now with all the red tractors here. Take a buzz up, then turn around and come back. Go see if we can find Lowell and the guys. '56 series is the featured tractor this year. And let's see here. Oh, some neat old trucks. Neat old trucks over here on the right. Uh-oh. Somebody parked in the guy's, this golf cart is, somebody parked the golf cart in the guy's parking spot. Okay, we're on our way. Lots of red, lots of red. Lots of red on this side and lots of chrome on this side. Just love that 856 with the with the front wheel assist. This beautiful truck over here. I like those. Let's check things out from this direction. Same row of tractors, just a different angle.
All right, got an announcement here. David Littard Sternhoff. You're out there. David Littard Sternhoff. They need you to go to the southwest.
Beautiful 1600 here. It is nice. Beautiful grain box. Looks good. And we're going to go have another quick look at some of the Bayless family tractors. There's a 340 Grove. It's a 61 model. Bayless Farms here, of course, is it has to be a one of the only one known. 1456 gold standard.
Bill?
Hi, Richard. Good to see you. Okay, just talked to Command Sergeant Major retired Richard Bayless, and he's had this tractor, he said, for about 25 years, but it's been sitting in the shed, but they just now got around to restoring it. And it's one of 6 known gold 1456 standards. In any event, we're going to be rolling out of here. Going over to get some pictures taken. Going to get some pictures taken. And here comes the 14. And while we're looking at Bayless tractors, another shot of the 1206 Industrial, and this is another Bayless tractor. Gorgeous.